Holy shit. He said what?
Iconic comedy show. The puppet satire Spitting Image was back, but this time he is being mercilessly, ruthlessly mocked.
If I'm going to succeed in America, I need a lifestyle brand of creams and supplements. Gwyneth Paltrow has Goop, Kourtney Kardashian has Poosh, and Jamie Lee Curtis has Poogert. Now I've got mine, Meg Goo, celebrating the sexy earth goddess in all of us.
Meghan Markle totally lost her cool when Spitting Image made a savage parody that did not just tease her, but dragged her dreams, her love for fame, and her nonstop push to stay in the spotlight. And instead of laughing it off, she got mad over a puppet of herself that mocked everything from her image to her life, with Prince Harry turning what could have been a joke into something way too personal.
Careful, Harry. I spilled some essential oils on the floor.
When Spitting Image dropped their parody of Meghan Markle, it turned into a brutal takedown showing her chasing Hollywood fame, crashing Michelle Obama's party, and controlling a lost Prince Harry who was begging for roles, and the harsh mockery tore apart her perfect image, leaving her unable to handle everyone seeing the truth.
No more following Granny's rules. Don't wear your pants on your head, Harry. Don't barf on the butler, Harry. If I want to play polo in my living room, who's gonna stop me?
Stop that.
Right away, Megs.
Meghan Markle may be a royal, but she is also chasing Hollywood at any cost. And when Spitting Image mocked her, she was so upset she even demanded an apology as the parody showed her true side. And Prince Harry was no better, with his puppet shown as a clueless royal begging for roles, even pitching Meghan for a movie, just like he once did with Disney's CEO, turning that real, awkward red carpet moment into comedy gold and making them look like a fame-hungry couple with no royal magic left.
Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Pull that video up, because it's one of my favorites.
All right, I've finished my clippy. Where it says signature, do I put the royal seal?
That's not necessary, Mr. of Wales. I see here that your previous career was in realty.
Royalty, but it wasn't a career. My wife's got a Netflix empire. Who?
In the Spitting Image parody, Prince Harry is shown as a powerless figure who knows he is just a puppet, while Meghan runs the show, controlling everything from their public image to their plans, and the skit paints him as a faded royal clinging to scraps of his title, desperate for relevance, with one brutal moment showing him talking to Paddington Bear about his reckless drug past, turning his privileged and self-destructive behavior into pure comedy and making it clear that the once admired prince is now just a laughable shadow in Meghan's spotlight.
So Pads, tell me, everyone knows you're the bear who likes to shower. What's the secret to your eternal personal glow?
Well, Harry, I'm glad you asked me that. As you know, I'm a huge fan of South American product.
Is it Colombian?
No, 100% Peruvian, biodynamic, organic, catastrophic cocaine.
Yes, I've tried it, and the results were incredible.
Spitting Image shows Prince Harry as a man lost in his own fantasy, whining about being fifth in line to the throne and acting like being a prince is some kind of curse, while the truth is his royal title means nothing now. And instead of using his name to make a real difference, he is shown just sitting around wanting sympathy as if the world owes him something. The parody makes him look completely out of touch and unable to accept how much things have changed since leaving the royal family, while Meghan is shown as a cold and clever planner, controlling every single part of their lives, from the way they handle the press to how they appear in public. And every move they make looks like it comes from her ideas, not his. The skit makes it clear she pulls all the strings, and Harry is always second to her, even in a brutal scene where she treats him like an intern who keeps messing things up while she calmly fixes the chaos around them. And the puppet version of her may smile sweetly, but underneath, she is shown as the mastermind who has been running the show since the day they left the UK. And the way this is all played out turns their relationship into a comedy that is still painfully close to what many believe is the real truth.
Hey, it's the husband formerly known as Prince. Any luck getting a job?
Oh, they had me driving for Uber Eats. But there were too many damn rules. Don't touch the food. Don't taste the food. Drive on the road.
I'm sorry, Rowdy Weddy.
Meghan is shown as the real boss in the relationship with Harry, just tagging along while she chases fame, money, and control. And the parody does not just tease their marriage, it tears apart the idea that they are equals, showing Meghan holding all the power while Harry looks like her puppet. And one of the funniest parts is how Spitting Image shows them acting like rebels escaping the royal family for freedom and privacy, while at the same time making money off telling their side of the story every chance they get.
I don't know, Megs. I've tried every career there is. Prince, Hitler. Maybe I'm just not qualified for anything.
That's not true. You're a great husband, a good-hearted man. You've got big, muscular teeth.
Thanks, Meg. And I guess now I'm qualified for this. Unemployment!
The parody makes it clear that the so-called freedom story of Meghan and Harry is nothing but a show with Harry's puppet whining about being trapped in a royal life that gave him fame, money, and power, while Meghan's puppet plays the strong, independent woman, even though she still clings to royal titles and public events. And Spitting Image turns their rebellion into a joke, showing it as a publicity stunt made to sell their story, because every move they make, from Netflix deals to book contracts, is tied to the same monarchy they claim to hate. And instead of escaping it, they are building their own royal-style empire based on their brand and non-stop media attention. And the puppets tear apart their victim act by showing how they are more in the spotlight now than ever.
Meghan, this new Netflix show I'm producing for you is gonna be huge. Tell Eldon all about it.
It's about a beautiful young swan, but no one treats her like the beautiful swan she is until season 2, when everyone apologizes to her.
In the end, Spitting Image shows that the royal rebels are really just using the moment for all it is worth, with Harry and Meghan saying they want privacy while chasing the spotlight harder than ever. And the parody makes their escape from royal life look like a joke, showing them fighting to stay in the news instead of stepping away. And Meghan's puppet is the master planner, always lining up her next media project while pretending to be the queen of privacy, and Harry's puppet is shown as a clueless man who talks about freedom, but still makes money from the very royal system he says he wants to leave. The way Spitting Image exposes Harry and Meghan leaves no doubt that their story is packed with contradictions, because while they speak as if they are the victims of the royal family, they keep signing Netflix shows, podcast deals, book contracts, and grabbing every chance to stay in the spotlight. And the puppets make it clear they are not running from fame at all. They are living off it, and the sketches strip away their carefully built brand, showing that it is less about freedom and more about control and making money from every single move they make. Their claims of wanting peace and privacy look like a perfectly rehearsed act made for an audience that never stops watching. And each parody scene shows them moving from one scandal to the next, always in damage control mode, always trying to repair their image, but in the process, they just prove the same stereotypes they say they are fighting against. And this makes the comedy sting even more, because it feels like the closer you look, the more obvious it becomes that their so-called escape from royal life is just another way to stay in the game. Spitting Image perfectly captures the irony of Meghan and Harry's so-called escape from royal life by showing her puppet completely obsessed with shaping, polishing, and guarding her personal brand, as if every tiny detail of her image is a business investment, while his puppet awkwardly blunders from one self-made disaster to another, looking lost and unsure. And instead of stepping into the freedom and peace they constantly talk about, the parody makes it crystal clear they have walked straight into a new kind of gilded cage, one where flashing cameras follow them everywhere. Every movement and word is tracked, recorded, sold, and then picked apart by the public and the press. The sketches cleverly underline that they have not left the royal game at all. They have simply changed the rules, turning it into their own version where they control the narrative but are still just as dependent on the attention and prestige that came with their titles. Their constant need for validation plays out in massive multi-million-dollar contracts, glossy Netflix shows, lucrative book deals, podcast arrangements, and endless media appearances, each one carefully timed to keep their names hot in the headlines. And while they wrap themselves in the image of being activists, philanthropists, twists and bold truth-tellers, the satire makes it obvious that their every action keeps tying them back to the same royal machine they claim to have broken free from, making the entire rebellion look less like an act of courage and more like a finely tuned marketing strategy built to sell themselves to the world. Spitting Image takes this further by showing that the Sussex brand is not about real lasting change, but about maintaining a carefully staged illusion that keeps them relevant and profitable. They thrive on documentaries that paint them as victims, on books that stir drama, and on PR stunts that always seem to appear exactly when public interest starts to fade, making it clear that in their world, the show never really ends. Once again, the online world is buzzing because the way the puppets have shown Harry and Meghan makes it look like they are trapped in this never-ending loop where they keep telling their story and talking about their struggles while at the same time promoting themselves in every way possible. And even though they say they have moved on from royal life, the truth is they are still living right inside the same bright spotlight they claim to hate. And now, instead of being remembered for their work, their duties, or their connection to the crown, their image is tied to a brand that feels like it is built on mixed messages, big claims and dreams that never quite turn into real action. And the team at Spitting Image has turned all of this into a piece of satire that is sharp, funny, and brutally honest, showing the world that no matter how much Harry and Meghan speak about privacy, independence, and breaking free, the cameras will still follow them and the public will still watch them like a never-ending show. And this sketch does not paint them as poor victims of the royal system, but rather as loud, colorful, and dramatic characters in a royal soap opera that never runs out of twists and turns. And it leaves people wondering if they are really trying to rebel or if they are just using the same attention, the same headlines, and the same public curiosity to build their own powerful empire. And for anyone who thinks this roast was already at the highest level, just wait, because what is coming next will have even more savage humor, more eye-opening moments, and even more reasons for people to keep Harry and Meghan at the center of every conversation for a long, long time. And if you want more juicy takes, wild stories, and unfiltered breakdowns just like this, then you need to stick around with Taylor Tells All, because here we dig deep into the drama, uncover the hidden twists, and spill every single detail the headlines leave out. And trust me, once you join in, you will never look at these stories the same way again. So hit that follow and stay ready, because the next big reveal is always just around the corner.